So, you want to improve your event photography photos? Is that what you're hearing? Well, maybe I can help. Cue the bumper. Here we go. First question, let's get it out of the way.
Who the fuck are you?
My name is Ashton Bonney. I've been a photographer since 2000. My photography studio is based here in the San Francisco Bay Area. My first job as a photographer was working for an online magazine covering mostly nightclub events, EDM events, and all kinds of other events. Now I shoot primarily corporate events. My event work has been featured in Phototechnique magazine. So, when covering any event, there are 4 things you should be looking for. The first thing is details. Details could be anything from a flower on somebody's lapel, something on a table, wine glass, anything, any kind of details that is in part of this event. Second is the venue. Venue could be the room, other rooms, the whole building. Just a kind of a wide shots gives you a general idea of the feel of the event. Third is what you're going to be mostly shooting is people. People doing interesting things, laughing, giggling, engaging in conversation, maybe a speaker at a podium, but people. And fourth and last is all the 3 things combined. People with some detail, people in front of the venue, whatever. Combination of the 3. Let's talk about the smile photos. You know those photos, there is smile. Well, before you ask them to smile and pose, be mindful of what's behind them. If this way is more interesting, the background, then walk around them and then tap them on the shoulder and say smile. Okay? And don't be afraid to pose them. Sometimes, you just caught them off guard and they don't know what to do, so pose them a little bit. It's okay. When you're shooting an event, it's not waiting for you. So the best thing for us as event photographers is to stay light, stay mobile as possible so you can capture that moment, a fraction of a second moment. And it's different for everybody. I carry 2 bodies, 2 lenses, and I cover from 16 millimeter to 270 millimeter to 2.8. So it's up to you what you think being light is, and you'll figure it out. It's more of a trial and error, test this, test that. Oh, I don't like this, I like this better. So, but stay light. For scenarios where I'm going indoors and outdoors, my settings, my camera settings are, my shutter is 1/80th of a second. Aperture is 2.8. Depending, I'll change it if I'm shooting a group shot. Probably about f8, give or take, somewhere in there. So I can get people in front and the people in the back all in focus. And auto ISO. Just let the camera figure out what my ISO is. No flash. For low light settings, I'm using a flash in TTL. My shutter is about 1/20th of a second, give or take. Aperture is the fastest I have, 2.8 at least. If I'm using a prime, whatever the fastest is on that prime, most open aperture I can get. And my ISO is about 800 to 1000, give or take, depending on how much light is available. I fine-tune all those 3 things depending on how much light is available. Now, what's ultimately going to make you a better event photographer is practice. Now, you might not be getting paid gigs or gigs that people aren't hiring you, so go find those gigs. I'm sure every place has some sort of farmer's market, outdoor event, many people where people gather. Those are great opportunities to practice shooting events, and you're looking again for those 4 primary things: details, people, venue, and any combination of those. one of the things that'll make you a better event photographer is finding a good editing routine. Yeah, you're going to be editing your own photos, a lot of photos sometimes, thousands of photos primarily on one event sometimes. So you're going to have to learn how to do editing quickly. You know, it's different for everybody. So find your routine. First you do this, first you do that, then you do this, all that. Find your routine. And that's it. I hope some of these examples, some of these tips can help you become a better event photographer. Until next time, my name is Ashton Bonnie. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.